Alright then. A little spur of the moment, but planning on doing some more Forge, continuing from the previous vampire deck that we played last week. So, hope you're all having a good one. Yeah. So yeah, we did this. This was last week with, last Thursday we did this. That was, God, yeah, that was the 8 hours of this. Hey, Team Wolf Dad, thank you very much for the sub. Let's just go ahead and open this up and take a look at, like, what we... Oh, I don't want to fight eyeballs. I remember eyeballs were killer. So, we had started with, like, a Rakdos deck that was, like, Florian and a bunch of cards that were, like, one-off vampire things. And we've gotten to a lot more synergistic stuff here. Where we have Blood Tithe Harvesters making a lot of blood, Sanctum Seeker, Stromkir Captain, Rakish Air, all, and Vampire Socialite all paying off the vampire stuff. Mark of the Vampire winning every game we cast it in forever. And we added in Sorin, and we're kind of like trying to upgrade the mana base a bit more on this and get the curve lower as we're hanging out in the this area. But yeah, for those not familiar, this is Forge Adventure, which is a Chandelar-like, is the best way to put it. We have this, you know, overworld. We have this running around, going to towns, doing quests, going through dungeons, fighting people on the... Oh boy, big mushroom. You know, going into this tower and... Yeah, this is where we cleaned out this tower. This is the last thing we did. But yeah, so... Ooh, what is this? A swamp. Okay. Dross Outpost. Well, what do we got here? Dross Gladi. Okay, well... Let's go ahead and play. Let's see how this goes. We got a little bit too many lands, but we got some fine cards here. Let's go ahead and keep it. Lead with our good old trusty Cinder Bairns. Florians are 3. We got Sorin. We got Nighthawk. Ah, we are in Poison Hut. 20 health on the opponent, too. Okay. So let's go ahead and... Let's get Vampire Nighthawk down. Everybody loves Vampire Nighthawk. Whenever Stinging Harvest Master dies, make a 1/1... yeah, make the Bite token. Cool. I think I'm gonna go... Easy mode starts with the monocolor deck. The red version that is terrible. I think we can put down Florian. I should just let Auto do it more often. And then Florian is going to get us a swamp. 10 copies of Dragon's Approach. Okay, that's funny. No, this is, I mean, the fun thing about, like, if you wanted to go ahead and play this is that it's just like a thing you just go find, the download for. Okay, that's pick up a creature, but we haven't killed anything yet, so we'll take 1 poison. What mulligan rule does this one use? Not the most recent. This is like the like mold a 6 and then scry. Ooh, sleeper. That's a good card. Okay. Sorin hands off Death Touch and Lifelink. I don't ever remember which of the, like, names is to which, because I only, like, I remember there being some discrepancies about, like, we tested this at London, but we deployed it at a different Pro Tour, and so, like, people were calling it different things at different times. Alright, we're gonna Sorin. Yeah, I just know there's the what I think of as the normal mulligan rule, which is 7654, but that, you can't call that original because that's not the original mulligan rule for Magic. That one was one that would get you for like revealing your hand and having all or no lands in different ways and such. I kind of just want a Blood Tithe Harvester here. I want a play that I'm able to make so that I can kind of like control the ground a bit more, so I'm not taking like Evolved Sleeper hits. And also so Sorin is safer. Yeah, cool. It worked. Well, let's just keep pumping Florin. Yeah, each of those different changes on the mulligan rules were to, like, try to allow for more games to be games, but not, like, so much so that a combo deck would go, get you. Like, because that's like, that was one of the things that was always a worry about changing mulligan rules, is that decks that are trying to play early game combos get a much larger advantage if you're able to say, look at 7, look at 7, look at 7, rather than look at 7, look at 6, look at 5. But, like, and so you have to, like, kind of balance out exactly how you want to do that. I could New Blood, steal... Yeah, you know what? They leveled up the Evolved Sleeper. Let's take it. Okay, we have to be careful though. Evolved Sleeper is uses an interesting trick that Figure of Destiny and cards like it use, where you have to use the abilities in order. So, like, the way that it lets you do that is it adds on creature types and then looks at them. So this becomes a human cleric, then the second ability says if it's a cleric, it becomes a Phyrexian human cleric. Then it goes, if it's a Phyrexian, it does the last ability. But remember, New Blood, like, overwrites creature type text on a card. So we have to not overwrite Phyrexian. So I think we would just want to overwrite human on the card. Because if we overwrite Phyrexian, we can no longer pump it for that last ability. Or can we, I guess, would it replace the text in the text with Phyrexian with vampire and then make it a vampire? Would it, hold on, okay, hold on, let me check the card what it says here. That's not, nope. I don't want that. I want... Because New Blood is not a card I'm terribly familiar with, so some of its intricacies elude me on, like, if it overwrites text or type. How do I get you to... No. I don't know how to get this up with its text because it's... Ah! Becomes a strike human vampire strike. Let me check. Okay, so it should actually be fine, because Phyrexian becomes Vampire, and Vampire is... So there shouldn't actually be an issue. It's okay. Okay. Anyway, give me the Evolved Sleeper. Oh no! We got Blight Piled. Big dog. Yeah, because this is the view I want, but... Phyrexian dog. They did a creature type update to add Phyrexian to a ton of creatures. Alright, I want to go... How do we want to do this? Opponent's at 9. I just want to play Sanctum Seeker, I think. And then... Combat. Get you. Alright. And then opponent is at 3. We're going to go... First, we're going to resolve Florian. And then we're going to Sorin. Yes, I would like to sacrifice a vampire. Yes, I would like to target you. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Big skeleton. And then this one has Infect. Our middle ground for poison text. Alright. Let's head on over to the big fight. See if we can get some Dross Gribnark. 19 health. This hand looks perfectly fine. Like Stromkirk Captain and Dismember. Dismember should be really good in this because, like, our life total shouldn't matter as much. No, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a Hungry for more. Ooh, okay, they've got blue in here. So here we get to go again, we get a Vampire Nighthawk, which is the card of cards for our deck. Ah, they're doing some of the corrupted stuff. This is from All We Want. Yeah. That is, like, if your opponent has 3 poison. So... It's like a middle ground sort of thing where you're looking to, like, get them to a threshold and then, like, your powerful effects are on after that. Ah, this is actually a really cool one. One of the more interesting cards that has a, like, unlimited proliferate text, which I think is really powerful. Alright, that's probably worth, like... We have First Strike Death Touch. I don't really need to take any actions like that. I'd probably just put down Sorin and then, like... plus in. Let's give Captain some help for that. Opponent to 8. Whenever you cast a spell from cards in your hand this turn... What? Oh, Alchemy card. Okay. Hold on, I have to read this again. Whenever you cast a spell from among cards put into your hand this turn, proliferate. Okay. So the actual effect here is if you drew it or put it back in your hand with like a removal or a revivals thing or something like that, then you get a proliferate. Amogus. Alright. That's fine. I think this is the end of the game. Like, just double checking how this thread has ward, so let's go. Hungry for more. And then do the thing. Yes, I would like to sacrifice this vampire token that's dying this turn and chuck it at you. So blue in here means that this is a poison deck that's doing proliferate stuff, as we saw with those cards. There is like a kind of like proliferate combo deck that uses like, there's a blue instant that like gives your opponent a poison counter, so you don't have to even like get a combat in to start. And then you just play a bunch of proliferate effects like this. Experimental augury this one's really strong for that, because this is like this is anticipate with proliferate as its rider, whereas anticipate was like fine enough already. We got the promo pack one. Has a slightly different border. Good card, though. Proliferate is like a mechanic that, like, you get proliferate for very cheap because it's, like, cost-wise, but, like, it is an ability that scales really heavily. You know, it can be anywhere from nothing to +1/+1 my team and -1/-1 your team. You know, like, it can have a huge upside downside. Ooh, yo, Dreadwing Scavenger. This card is a huge house in Foundations Limited. Very cool card too. Reminds me a bit of the Death Lord Lich, the 1/3 like lifelink Death Toucher that would do a loot on attack that I liked a lot. This gives up the lifelink, but has flying base, which makes it a lot easier to keep getting in with. Sliths! Hell yeah! So, Sliths are a cycle of creatures from original Mirrodin that are a play off of Whirling Dervish, a much older card. But this was a cycle of cards that are Slith creature types, and all have this, when they deal combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on them, making them like a growing threat. Stromkirk Noble owes itself to this. Hell, the vampire like rakish air stuff owe it to this as well, which again goes back to Whirling Dervish. Slith Firewalker, which is a God, ridiculous to say, because Stromkirk Noble is not like a card that pulls weight if you're looking at like more modern 1-drops. It's a little too easy to stuff. But like Slith Firewalker was a 2-mana 1/1 haste that had the Slith effect ability, and it was very, very powerful, and much like Stromkirk Noble can be. One of the things is that, like, so the playstyle that makes Sliths and Stromkirk Noble work is like playing them and then using your removal to let your creatures do your damage, rather than like your burn cards being burn. They burn the creatures and then you get in with the creatures as your damage point. prowess creatures kind of play that same way, but almost on a better level. Not needing to get in to get the pump. This is always a neat one. Hammerfist Giant, original Ravnica here, is nifty because it's asking you, for one, it's like a neat sweeper, but it's asking you to devise your own combo to reuse it to make it stronger. It has a huge amount of... Wait, why did it go? Is it like a... Is it a time thing? Is it a literal memory leak or something? I can't click and hold anymore to show it. Huh. Maybe I should, like, update to the, like, daily update client. Maybe there's a fix for that. But, like, the point being that, like, if you give this extra points of toughness, because it does to each creature, including itself, you can give it flying so it doesn't kill itself, you can give it lifelink and get really funny bits like that. That was a prelude to it crashing? Okay, you know what, I'm gonna update to the most recent. That's annoying. I'm gonna like update to the like daily snapshot because I'm using the like 2.0 release and there's not like... All right, let's see what's up with that. One moment. Gonna do this in the back. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, there's a snapshot from 50 minutes ago. All right. Let's update to that. I'm still gonna go in there and beat up on the Phyrexian pile. Oh boy, that... My computer was very unhappy with that. I still alive. I guess this is what I get for doing like an install while I'm live here, because this is like a... Oh god, okay. Yeah. Doing this while I'm live is a bad idea. But I don't want to bring it down, so we're just gonna kind of roll with it. Okay, we need to create a new folder. Can't write to this folder? Why can't you write to this folder? Like, it's right there. It's not even like an admin protect. Like, what do you mean you can't write to that? Oh, it's doing a full install again. Oh, okay. In order to do, I can't just like update. I have to download the whole snapshot again. Oh god, is my save gonna work anymore? It's probably not. Usually that breaks when I have to do a full install like this. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I don't want to lose a bunch of hours on this. I guess we'll see. Because the last one also, like my save from the previous snapshot, no longer functioned. So... Let's see if this loads. Okay, we have visual. It's such a good one with our long stream on Thanksgiving. It only had like I'm fine with like 8 hours and a couple crashes. All right, let's try this again. All right, can I load Curse of Updating? I hate updating anything ever. Every app I have is constantly asking me to update, and I never want to let it do it because I know it's going to break every setting that's ever existed on it. Okay. Okay, we loaded in. That's great. So we're pre any of this. We still have our deck. We've just lost all progress. That's fine. Whatever. These things happen. Let's go beat up on some Phyrexians quick, then. You had to update all graphics drivers in Windows or Dawntrail. Oh, God. I feel like Okay. I feel like the fact that, like, my computer does not have, like, the specs or whatever to go over to, Windows 11 is a boon rather than a curse. 20 health, they've got Toxic. What? I'm sorry, what? What the hell is this? Let's say, hold. Okay, when Incubob enters the battlefield, incubate Dark Confidant 1. Create an incubate Dark Confidant token with a 1/1 counter and 2, transform it. It transforms into a Dark Confidant, except it's also a Phyrexian. Okay, so this is a Dark Confidant on the back. Yeah, but it's also a 3/2 Dark Confidant on the back. Got it. Okay. Yeah, not as much the like, what the heck, where is this from? But like, literally have never seen this card in my life because it's not that it isn't a card that exists in a booster pack. You know what I mean? Let's just get Florian down. So I can flip that Confidant. So now they have a 3/2 Dark Confidant. That is a Phyrexian. We take a poison. Let's dismember and then go in. And then we get to pick our pick of the pack from, I guess we're getting a Stromkirk Noble. From the exiled cards. Yeah, like, that one is like 2 layers removed from even being a real Magic card. Like, it's a, like, Gavin Verhey play, not play, that's actually wrong. It's a Gavin Verhey unknown event card that are cards that are designed for a specific one-off event that happens at the not Pro Tour, the what are they called? Whatever the Pro Tour, the Magic Con, I think is the terminology these days on it. And they are, so they're even a layer removed from being a card in like a playtest card in a mystery booster, which is also, you know. Alright, so they flash back to Incubob and then they're gonna die for it? Sure. Okay, they're not gonna die for it. Wait, this is a human. So So I can walk by it. Florian can't, but we can put you to 2. Let's take Candy Grapple. I don't really care. Alright, flip the bob. And let's get in. Alright. So we got the first gladiator. Yeah, here's another one of these, corrupted cards. Right, there was like a wall right, this is from DMU. Okay, this is from Dominaria. I was like, is that from, that can't be from, 1, but, yeah, because Dominaria had the bit. Let me... Okay. Alright, let's try round 2 here. This looks fine. I'm gonna lead Mountain Stromkirk Noble because we have both a Voltaire and Epic here for 2. Like so. And then we can get in with this as early as often as possible so that the Slith text on here can get in. You human? No. Can't be... Okay. Alright, let's get that Blood Tithe Harvester down. Blightwing Whelp. Seek a mana value equal to poison on it. Okay. So this could remove, but they don't have any spell counters on it, so it just hits us for damage. Alright, let's go... I'm gonna go ahead and use Blood Tithe Harvester to get this Whelp out of the way. And then we're gonna go ahead and play... another Blood Tithe Harvester. We have all the blood. This gets the 3rd point on the Stromkirk Noble, which lets it, like, attack a lot easier. Okay, go to 8. They gain your 1, and then we just go hungry for more. Get in to 2. We're at Toxic 2, that's fine. Then we can just flash back the hungry for more. Yeah, like, this client Forge has, like, everything. Like, you keep seeing, you know, alchemy cards and all the things that are around because they can be used in digital like this, but also, like, all sorts of other neat stuff. Head Cleaver, this thing's whatever. This thing is not whatever. So I talked about cards that are like, you get Proliferate for basically free on them. Drowning Ichor is one of the stronger ones. You get, like the sorcery speed on it, like, is the main cost on this, but -4/-4 for 2 mana is, like, on rate, or actually even above, for this mana cost. I would expect -4/-4 to cost black, Grasp in Darkness, is an extant card for black at instant. So you make it a little easier to cast, make it a sorcery, and then you just get Proliferate on it. So obviously, one of the funnier things I think about seeing this card is that it is like, I don't know, my mental Mendoza line, like, I keep thinking of is Shieldred, because it's Shieldred. And it's like, ah, the kill spell that can't get Shieldred. Alright. Jumpstart. This is the mechanic that is our is it mechanic in our third iteration, giving you a like somewhere between flashback and retrace. So, ooh, that's a nice looking one. Ancient Chandra. Yeah, there's some Jumpstart cards that are like pretty nifty. If I remember right, that mechanic was like a last minute, not last minute in like, oh god, we're panicking and making a last minute change, but like a compared to the other mechanics within our Return to Rav, that was our like we made a much later change because believe we were doing Splice as the attempt at that point. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Prodigal Sorcerer. Alright, what's our other box? This one's really nice. This is a cool use of our split second frame bit that we do. This is from Modern Horizons 3, much more recent. So all of our split second cards have this bit where there's a kind of this like lightning slash in between on there that is our before and after on like a time, you know, skip. And this is our like, it's funny seeing this next to Shatter, by the by, because like the like the rate that exists even for Shatter, even in literal alpha, the rate on Shatter next to our you know in other colors disenchant, but even as like it does not take long for Magic to realize that this effect at that cost is something that isn't early enough, or sorry, small enough. These days, if you're looking for better even in ancient Magic, Shattering Pulse was just Shatter with buyback. So, as long as you control a Jace. These cards exist as starter deck cards in a few eras where they would be like you'd have like a starter deck planeswalker that's a very basic planeswalker, a card that can tutor it, and then a creature that wants you to control them, but could be any. The tutor is specific, the card that cares about it is not. Yeah, hold on, like that's an interesting question. Like if we're talking about the flavor of the era, Jace was extremely a pirate in this era. That's one of the strongest story beats that we have that kind of does a lot to develop Jace as a character from Ixalan moving forward. But Jace was a pirate. Ooh. Bloodshot Cyclops is a classics of card type. We have a lot of variations that have existed over the years of this style of effect. This is literally just fling. Tap, cast, fling. You'll have, I'm thinking like Bryant's Stout Arm or like bits like that that kind of play on this. Sometimes they're caring about a different thing. Sometimes they just throw something for damn. Do you know old color hosers were like made for evil? Like, when I think of a modern color hoser, and this is even something that we see in Foundations, it's like Deathmark, where like black has a card that says destroy a white or green creature for cheap. Old color hosers were like, you know, tip over your opponent's drink, throw their deck in the garbage, and then like slash their tires, you know? Like, they need, like, red players need to go home. And this isn't even like the most ridiculous of the era. This is just indicative of the era. Like, this is a card that says red players can't play, and it's like, that's like, whatever. It's like, fine. Rankle Prankle. Well, Blood Moon is fighting a different fight than, like, Gloom, you know? Rankle Prankle. So, Rankle Prankle here, this card is really sweet because of where it exists on a costing standpoint. Again, read the card from top down, you might like, it's like, oh, okay, both discard, both lose 4, that's a little, like, harsh. The actual text on this that makes it, like, what it is cost-wise is actually the last bit, which is just the exact text of Barter in Blood. Barter in Blood is black, 2, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. A movement up of Innocent Blood, which was black, each player sacks a creature. I'm gonna be doing this a lot on this. I like going on just a lot of tangents when we find fun cards. So, like, the bottom effect on this is already, like, at rate, and then you can choose, like, if that isn't useful, you can go for the discard if you're empty-handed, you can go for the 4 life if that's advantageous. Because you're the one who turns on the modes, that's what makes the card what it is. Like, you don't need to always do the lose 4 if you're at 4 life, or you don't need to discard if your opponent's empty-handed. Alright, is this an all-we-one booster? No, this is a March of the Machines singular booster. Final Flourish here. We have the Grapple in our deck. The Grapple is -3, -3, -5, -5 on a bargain, which is sack a enchantment artifact or token. I don't remember. I know my mind, it always is like you sack a roll, but I think it's enchantment artifact or token is the full text. This one is a much wider bit where it's rather than -3, -5, -5, this is -2 and -6. So you get a smaller effect on the non-kicked, but a larger effect on the kicked, and a similar cost. No, this isn't a March of the Machine singular. Pith Driller rules. This is a great card from our Scars block limited format. This is new Phyrexia with that Phyrexian mana. Phyrexian mana was really free. Mirrodin Avenged, which is a exact reprint of You Are Already Dead, which was a card printed of this effect from Neon Dynasty. We've had this effect for a long time in Magic, and even at this rate, this is like not something you're usually playing. It's been very difficult to find the rate on this effect to make it like more than niche enough to be played in limited is usually the like where you're trying to aim it. But like 1 mana cycling is you know, place. These ones are neat. These are again the March of the Machine singular flip creatures. We saw our Gladiator before. Does Driller turn off persist creatures? Yes. Persist text is, if this creature died without a -1/-1 counter, return it into play with a -1/-1 counter. So, like, if you pith Driller a Kitchen Fink, it doesn't get to return. It thinks it's already died once, effectively. I remember liking this one. This was this is like a big body that had enough of a, like, side effect when it came in, and 5/5 was, like, big. Also, I remember thinking this one was good at just being, like, free, metal sack effects. Okay, Mirrodin has been avenged. By God. One of our different versions of the kind of like black combat trick style effects. This one's funny. Backup is a kind of like funky mechanic where you get to hand off, like, you hand off a 1/1 counter or whatever that you know number is. When it comes into play, it can target itself, but you also hand off the text under it, and that lets you do some like funky stuff. Yeah, God's willing by another color. Yeah. This is the one that picks up from your graveyard. It's like a nifty one. All right, what's our... Okay, we got to drown an Nickerback, and then we get... Geth. Geth is a card you need to build around. Like, you couldn't really play this in Limited because that drawback was really, really powerful for the upside when you're trying to play a normal game of Limited. You can pull it off, I'm certain, but, like, this is more of a card that, like, you're trying to do some sort of shenanigans with, and therefore that those types of shenanigans are ones you're deck building for rather than, like, just hoping a draft comes together. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's save in case of problems. Okay. We'll check out a new town quick. Alright, we don't have a ton of money. We'll make the long journey to Heartston in the green area. We'll think about it. I'm gonna head north. We're gonna try to head up to the castle. Make things happen up there. We had some skeletons sort of chasing off behind us. Now, let's see what's in this den. Sleepy Dragon? Hey, buddy. Thanks for your gold. I'm just here for your goodies. I don't know, I'll take them. What do you got? Soulbright Flamekin? Lorwyn Elementals have a, like, funky bit where, like, the third resolution of an ability lets you do, like, stuff. And, like, this was one of the payoffs to let you do that with your others on top of handing Trample to your team. Right, Trelisara here is a Ajani's Pride Mate with, like, slight upside. This is just rude. You're just being rude now. Whenever you bounce in lands, like, sure. Oh, that's so expensive for that too. 4. Oh yeah, this is the Aether Revolt Rebel that gives an artifact shock powers. is a good bird. The Gust Cloaks and Onslaught all have this, like, when they're blocked, you can just say, "Whoa, I'm back. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm out." There's a, like, there are a couple cards with, like, it's mostly, like, it lets you make an attack and then, like, back off if, like, a bad block happens, or, like, or, like, force, like, your opponent to make a block that you don't want them to, and be able to back out. Yeah, I'll keep this. Alright, we're stealing a dragon here, everybody. Ooh! Milliken. Milliken here is, this one's the Modern Horizons 2, but this one's a fairly long-standing card. Alright, let's go ahead and discard a swamp to go ahead and flip up our air, and then get on in. So they've got 22 health. That's so much health. Alright. Let's get in there. Ebon Death! Alright. Yeah, it's fine. It comes in tapped, so I think we just go ahead and play our Scavenger. Ooh, the Boner Dagon! Yo! That's them, that's the Boner Dagon. From the Misspelled Kierpt. There are just certain pieces of like, Kingdom of Loathing bits that are, you know, stuck specifically in my brain for the timing of playing it. The Boner Dagon is one of them. The concept of Moxie is another. We'll take Dragon and make it Vampire. We're gonna make... So it's a Vampire Skeleton now. Anyway, let's get in. Same space as Homestar? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I care about this. That's so expensive. Like, so this is just Drain 2? Sure. Anyway. Postomancy. Boneyard Parlay. Exile up to 5 creatures from graveyards. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put all cards of a pile of your choice into play, and the rest in the owner's graveyards. Okay. These are the piles. You got it, boss. I agree. Anywho, let's get our Skeleton Dragon cards. These are fine. These duels are fine. This one's pretty good. I actually like... This one ends up being reasonably powerful because it's pretty easy to have this just be a Wrath of God. Ah, Juji. This is from our second cycle of Kamigawa Dragons, the more recent one. I don't think the more recent ones are like more powerful, but not as iconic or as like as tight a cycle even. They're not the same. Like, some of them are different mana costs, which does things, but it's just like the original cycle of Kamigawa dragons are, like, even if they're not all, like, powerful, like Jugen, Ryusei, aren't terribly, like, they hold a lot. And that isn't to say that that is a distinction between me saying they're not, like, good or bad or cards. That's just that I don't think they're iconic cards. A number of them were quite playable in Standard for the entirety of their tenure. And quite cool cards at that. But, like, I don't know, they don't have the same flair in my mind that, like, that Yosei or Kakusho, like, there ain't nothing that has the flair of, like, the when you read Kakusho and you're like, yo. And, we're doing, we're continuing High Vampire. Oh, the sequel to Dracula has showed up. Well, this hand's not great, but our opponent's also not doing anything, so that's fine. Glass Cast Heart. Whenever one or more of your vampires attack, make a blood. Whenever, pay 1 life, make a 1/1 white and black vampire. Sacrifice 13 blood. That don't mean nothing to me. Ooh, I like Markov Baron. I like that card. Okay, let's just get Vampire Nighthawk down, and then we'll work from there. New Blood can steal. Proliferate can't copy blood, so it wants like populating the. Like, I don't think you want to populate the blood either. Right? You just want blood. What do you got? Oh, you know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right. That card sure does have menace. Hey, Bloodline Keeper. I found the card I'm stealing. My sick doubling season. Yeah, doubling season on the Glass Heart. There you go. New Blood. Bloodline Keeper. Blood. 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 Vampire to vampire. These days, there's a lot of non-creature tokens that aren't treasures. In base, there's clues and food are like the ones that are just around like that. Blood is one as well like that. But like that, there's been a pretty large explosion of those after food, clues, and treasures. That trio is the trio that is the most like notable to see around. All right, more blood. I think Vran is like a double blood artist. But once per turn. Let's go. So Markov Baron has. I want to start like getting at our opponent. We can't make any blood. Always the problem with Bloodline Keeper is the question of like attacking or making free 2/2s. Let's make free 2/2s. And then we're gonna go Nighthawk Markov. Let's get in with. Alright, so they're gonna make their lifelink token. Veto's Inquisitor. Okay, that's a Sake. This can sack blood, which makes it, you know, able to reach a little harder there. Alright, well. Oh! Yeah, sure. Let's go? Well. Let's attacking. And then main 2, Vampire Socialite. Ahem. Then main 2, Vampire Socialite. We're on like +4/+4 on our current plays. Attacking vampires have lifelink death touch. When a vampire draws, pay 2 life, draw a card. Wow, look at how much fun these vampires are having. Like, if the... You know when you die in Symphony of the Night? The normal things. When you die in Symphony of the night is still young. Let us go out for pleasure. This is the pleasure. This is what we're doing. This is what we're going out for. Like... like... These 3 are just having so much fun out there. Lovely card. Anyway. -19. Let's get some new vampire cards on. This thing's fine. I don't think of this as a vampire card as much as I think of this as a, like, sacrifice card. This is a card that gives you, like, a body and then a piece of metal that becomes another body. So, like, it's 2 bodies. This one is from, an ancient cycle. I say ancient for our Shadowmoor at this point. That's not... I guess that's not ancient. This is a fetchable cycle. They're swamps. This is where Mistveil Plains comes from. Some of the other cards in this cycle are just hilarious. Mad Blind Mountain being my favorite. It's pretty ancient, but, like, there's still, like... I don't know. I feel like if I say ancient, a card in modern frame is hard for me to still say ancient because there's still 10 years that go behind it, right? Well, yeah, the dinosaurs are old, but there's still, like, the Precambrian era, too. So, like, how ancient are the dinosaurs? Why do I get a second swamp? I don't need a second one. It's fine. I was fine with the first one. Hey! So what can you tell me about Vampire Interloper and its ability to block? This one's quite good because it's Vampire Interloper with a real ability. Handing off haste ain't nothing. Can be a 3-mana hasted creature, can hand off haste to everything else. Good at its job. Is that Nadu? Oh no. We're about to be assailed by a bird. Will this bird know how to do an infinite? Light punch. Medium punch. Yeah, keep up the rhythm. Hold diagonal. Does this bird know how to hold diagonal? Automaro Caris. Flood. Alright. The Interblood Tithe Harvester. That's a bird of paradise. I think we're gonna get in and play the Socialite post-combat. And then we'll use that blood. You come to a river. You know what? You got it, boss. The river is here. No! My vampires! The river! What are we gonna do? There's an uncard that's the mana screw. Oh no, assailed by birds! I love the cards that make up our opponent's deck. These are excellent choices. Yeah, we can't cross running water. I don't know how to beat the flood. Like, what are you supposed to do? This is what you aspire, Commander. I can be like, yeah, just like, oh my god. Okay. I want you to appreciate the, like, floofiness of this bird. Like, this bird just looks excellent. Like, just caught this fish, you know, right in motion. We got the angry fishermen in the background shaking their fist. Incredible. Just beautiful. Usually use the SMG against the flood. You gotta, like, in the worst scenario, you gotta use the assault rifle. In the best scenario, you have a shotgun in your pocket. You know, that's the hope. We are just... So, we saw River Hoopy before. The part that stands out to me on this one is always the River of Blood, because we're an hour of devastation. But it's also just an excellent bird. Very powerful. Very tiny. Alright, Stromkirk Captain. Get things done. Alright, I think we have the answer to how to cross the river here. The flood can't stop us all. That popcorn. Ooh. Ooh. Woodland Stream? Yeah, that's fine. Here's a generic as we can. Quicksand. Quicksand got a more modern reprint in... That was... I want to say Zendikar, but I actually think it was World Wake. And, like, it does, like, powerful bits to have, like, yeah, Saki land is a high cost, but having a combat trick back there? Hell yeah. Yeah, the like, water text. It has to specify until game ends, because that's different from Ante. Lowland Lakes. This is one of two different printings of one of the worst duels that have ever existed. The Cloudcrest, the Cloudcrest Lake, the Champions of Kamigawa has this same duel, and they're just... They're so... Using them hurts so bad. In almost every instance, just put some plains and islands in your deck. It'll be fine. Alright, but what if I had that apple? Nothing could go wrong if I had this. Nice cards. Love to see old cards on a day. Let's keep heading. Oh, is that a bigger van? Oh, hey. We're out here surviving. You know, what if this game does have, like, by movement and ways enemies come at me are a very vampire surviving feel, you know? Kalistra Highborn, alright. We're gonna get some blood going. They got the blood of the blood. That blade is pretty good. Oh, right, this is the deck that has all the sack effects. We're gonna pass the turn, and we're gonna do a combat trick if things go a little funky, but I can get down Markov Baron, and that'll feel pretty good, I think. Does this trigger off of creatures alone? Creatures alone, so blood is safe. Alright. So we're gonna block. Okay. Then we're gonna blood. And we're gonna discard Markov Baron. And then we're going to play the Markov Baron with the Convoke, because Madness plus Convoke. And then this gets the +1/+1 from the Markov Baron, which is big enough to win the fight. And that's our move. Kalistra Highborn, powerful. Kalistra Highborn here, one of our Zendikar vampires in the, Vampire Nighthawk, Malakir Blood Witch, Gatekeeper of Malakir era, where vampires were getting some real cards. And I don't know, this one has the payment on it. It's not free, but it's a like, 2 life is a big number. Makes it hard to answer a board. Hey, Blood, here's another of the era of our Zendikari. I think I just want to play Mark of the Vampire on Blood Tithe Harvester and go to town. Mark of the Vampire is the card that gets things done. Anyway, we swapped life totals, which is also a thing vampires have, and they're, let's go ahead and Sorin, and then we're gonna Sorin plus on Markov and get in. Yo! Blade of the Blood Chief is a $10 card now? Is this like a... Is there a combo set up with this? Is there a combo set up with the Eldrazi from MH3? Is that what's going on? Okay, yeah. Brood Scale, that makes sense. That makes sense. You get a body, you sack the body, you get a body, you sack the body. It immediately appeared in my mind when you said that. This was a card I loved playing in Vishkal, because it would let Vishkal machine gun down anything. You'd remove all counters from Vishkal, and then Vishkal would gain a bunch of tokens, and then lose a bunch of tokens, and gain a bunch of tokens, and lose a bunch of tokens. It was very good. Probably not on the level of, I always, kind of wonder what, more modern-looking EDH stuff looks like. I have not played a lot of EDH outside of, precon decks, And so, like, I get the feeling that, like, the pretty rightful feeling that my mental, like, mapping for EDH is not in the same place that it is. Get it off Urza's Saga. Ooh, oh. Another dismember. Yes. You know, if another vampire wants to come at me, I'll take more cards. Yeah, I remember the... As we recall, it became a pauper deck. People get a modern list too. Yeah, because I remember the pauper deck. The pauper deck was like, oh, this is just a bat. Ah. But yeah, I suppose, like, people finally figured out you could do more than just... make a giant ballista or your entire deck and draw one of those two. Calls electric. Okay, yeah. Because you have infinite mana from the combo. Blighted bat. Murder of bats! Oh no! Uh-oh. Alright, well. Let's go hungry. And then... I'm just gonna play the Barkov Baron. I could blood token it, but I want to get it down for the, +1/+1 on this attack here. Dirge bat! Ah, the mutate bat. This is a one that was a very powerful mutate, because it was, like, murdering all the time. You know, watching this makes you want to make a single-player Netrunner card game. Damn. Like a campaign? Like a campaign for some of the different, like, moments within the... That'd be cool. I could see that. Let's go... New blood, target the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bat. Sinister strength. Because yeah, I'm thinking of like there's a couple of the sets in like in Netrunner that could be like could make for like a campaign, like you know like a story bit for like 23 seconds or for any of the like the lunar cycle stuff or yeah. All right. Alright, I'm just paying mana for this card. Bat must fight bat. Okay. I said the words like a week and a half ago. I said the words Dragon Quest 64, and they haven't left my brain yet, and they probably never will. And I'm gonna have to make it. I'm gonna have to make it real. I don't have to, but that's not a bat. It's close to a bat. Actually, I don't know. I don't know that snake and bat are that close now that I say that aloud. This is a mole drifter. You can believe me when I tell you, this is a mole drifter. See? 2 power, flying, draw 2 cards, multiple mana costs, mole drifter. This one's cute. The dash on this meaning you can hand the back up over and over again. Now, let's take a look at, like, some of these. Oh, these are knights. Yo, we get, like, Knight of Malice? Literal. Give me your money. Yeah? They're not all knights, because, like, this is a dragon skeleton. Ho, 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 ho. I like Knight of Malice. Like, there's been a couple of these night cycles, they've all been, like, really powerful. Like, Knight of Malice, and then there's the Exalted Knights, you know, our knights here. Like, some powerful things across those cycles. The Boneyard. Scrappy. Okay. Oh, Kill Suit Cultist. Oh. Have you heard of the tragedy of Kill Suit Cultist? It's not a story wizards would tell you. You see, Kill Suit Cultist had the power of death. And then we removed damage from the stack. And this card no longer functions. It used to be that you would attack, you'd put the 1 damage on the stack, pay the black, sack it, target that creature to make that hit lethal. But now this card just dies. So good otter. This is like, this Hydra to me has the feel. I know we're in a lava, like we're in a volcano. This Hydra is Dark Souls 1 Hydra. This Hydra is just continuously shooting at my location. Blast. There's some crystal golems kind of, you know, annoying me. I can find a spot that is in the rain shadow, and I just can't get hit. You know, I don't know. This is Dark Souls Hydra, except for it lives in Volcano. I mentioned before about the starter deck cards that call out a specific Planeswalker for them to grab. This being one of those cards that's like a little, like an overcosted extant card, but with the ability to tutor this specific Planeswalker from deck or grave, because there's one in the deck. Ah! This card, one of the more expensive cards out of Planar Chaos in the day. This would do a lot of, like, you know, before surgical extraction, but after cranial extraction and lobotomy. This is Aether Revolt. Is the set this one's out of for the starter decks. It's got the filigree. Give it to violence. Good old 5-mana sorcery kill spell with minor upside. It's not quite Deathmark, but you know. Extirpate's still doing work to this day, and here at X like Lantern. You know, that's true. That makes sense. Oh god, if you want to see some of the like worst cards in Magic, just take a look at like Random Card from Prophecy. That's our set here with the little crystal. Like you'll see some of the like most ridiculous cards that like don't function for you. Demonic Embrace is cool. Measure of Wickedness is one of these cards from Savior. So Saviors is a set with a very rightfully earned reputation for just having a lot of like unfun slash like bad slash like nothing mechanics. Do you want to bounce all your lands? Do you want to not cast spells? Do you want to play a 2-drop and not do anything for the rest of the game? Like, a lot of things that just didn't work. But Saviors also has a few cards that, like... like this? This one specifically, I remember, like, I started playing a Champions Kamigawa. So, like, Saviors comes around, I see this. And this is a card that makes me go, like, because you get to play Hot Potato. You know, end of your turn, you take 8, you sack this and take 8. But if any other card goes to your graveyard, give it to your opponent. And then if any other card goes to their graveyard, give it. So you have the Hot Potato going on, and that's fun. One of the, like, you know, a card that I think is cool from this set. It might not be powerful, but it is, like, it creates tension. It creates a little mini game in the game, and I think that works. It almost looks like on Mob Mentality that the pitchfork is breaking out of the card. When does discard for overfull happen? Cleanup step. It'll be after this occurs, so it's too late to use that as a way to get around it. At the end of your turn is the beginning of your end step. At the end of the end step is when you discard down. God, I don't want to... I'm just gonna, like, look at cards and think a lot about cards when I go in here. Yeah, I get to see, like, Flesh Writher, which is one of our future site mechanics that doesn't exist. This is a play on Demir's mechanic from Ravnica in a similar manner, Transmute. This does remind me of Stream to do sometime. Squish. That's cute. Yeah, I do very much enjoy that this is a thing that has, like, the Chandelar feel to it. And, like, a client that, like, works reasonably well. I'm gonna try it because we're on the draw. If something goes wrong, we'll just die. That's easy. I thought that was Fast Bat, but no, that's Extort Bat. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Alright. We're about to get killed. I don't have enough mana. Get out of here, Ricochet. Oh no. Rip. Alright. That bat got a chomp on us. That's okay. Yum yum. Alright, let's go threaten the Black Wizard. Let's see what's going on here. Or is this just big town? We not on. Hold on. I have to take a look at the zoom map. This is our big town. Okay. Well. Yeah, look at this. The arena? Yeah, I'm in. Do you want to go to the arena? Sure. Alright. Yeah, let's just check out what's going on in town, you know? Hey, Stromkirk Noble. Get in there. Alright, drown in the lock, sure. Alright, this is gonna be Rakish Air. This card is a human, yep. So this is gonna be Rakish Air. And that gets 2 counters on our... Ah! Fine. Whatever, Stromkirk Noble's just gonna continue to get in there. Oh, they also have the Nighthawk Scavenger, because they have the Thieves Guild, and this is one of the payoffs that was the strongest for it. We want our own Vampire Nighthawk too. Soaring. Okay, this is the Anthem. Oof. We got a lot going on our opponent's side. Yep, mill 2. Have they milled our copy of... No, they have not milled our copy of Make a Bunch of Vampires. Alright, let's get back to our hand. Okay, we got... Well, it's Florian pre-combat. I think I want to leave one of these back. And then post-combat, we get Candy Grapple. Yes. Okay, and then I get to go Candy Grapple. Okay, target. Candy Grapple, cancel, target you. Get this Nighthawk Scavenger off the table. That's way too good for being on the table. So we answer that question. Let's move in. Stromkirk Noble has become very powerful. Hey, there's Hungry for More. I'm gonna take Mark. Then Mark on Florian. Pass it back. This basically is the standard deck, the like standard rogue deck. You can see a lot of the cards that were like you wanting your opponent to have 8 bodies in their Alright. Profane command, you say? Anyway. Hello. Yes, I would like to sack you. Yes, I'd like to hit you. Alright. Move up the arena. Ooh, look at this, like, Ooh. The Goblin Witch. Alright. The Master Black Wizard. Sure. Oh! Yeah? Is that real? Okay, well, that's not real, but, you know. Mox Jetna cast this 1/1 for 1. Like, make me. Yeah, that's fine. I see! Oh, yeah, okay. That's a powerful piece. I understand why the Death Cultist is here now. Well. Oh boy. Alright, never play creatures again. Soren, you need to do a lot of lifting. Soren, I need you to lift. Oh boy. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm a vampire socialite. And vampire Nighthawk. Whenever a non-token creature dies, make a black rat. Rats have death. Okay. I just need our opponent to not know what the hell's going on. You know? As long as they don't sack the Death Cultist, we're okay. Yo! She's those Death Taker. Caretaker. Death Storehouse is why I thought death there. Whenever a creature with 1 or less power goes in the graveyard, you return from play. End of step, as long as Shirei is still in play. This deck is sweet if our opponent knew how to play it. Like, all they have to do to beat us is, sacrifice that one at any point. That's all they needed to do. Sad we don't get the cards from that, actually. A Cursed Witch. Because that's a cool deck. This hand is fine. Olivia mobilized for war with all these lands means, like, we'll be able to discard them for, like, haste. And Volder and Epicure gives us a blood to fix this. Now! Alright, Olivia mobilized for war, can't be cut down. A Cursed Witch dies, transforms into a curse. Now the trick is, I'm not killing that. The new blood. Because spells that target this cost less to cast. Because it's like, please, kill me. Yeah, human shaman, okay. Yeah, we'll discard Mountain, and then this gets to be our big attack. Okay. All right, we won the arena. What's our prize? Okay, we have... Ah, Eastern Paladin. This one's a very cool card. It's very expensive, but it's a very cool card. This is from the Gonti deck in Outlaws of Thunder Junction Commander. Exile all creatures, and then they're yours. Also, this can't recur. $500 and clattering. Hold on. Okay, we got a boot slot item. We lose 2 health, but we get a clattering auger. Hold on, let's go find like a friend outside of town. We also have, yeah, from 15 to 30% move speed. First things first, let's save. I'm glad we got some new equipment. That's something we haven't done anything with. No, I don't want to go back into town. I wanted to find like just a bat or something outside of town. Oh, there's something wiggling down there. Ghoul. Alright, so what's our starting... Yeah! Skeleton! Skeleton! More gear and cool items and field spells are another gulf between this and channel. Yeah, I love the like items that let you give like weird starting things. Like, here we have this 1/1 skeleton that can't block. We just get to start with. Hey, Siege Zombie. Well. Oh, damn. This was one of the stronger bits for the scobs. That adds up really fast. So they eaten alive. Alright, Vampire Nighthawk 2. Siege Zombie. Now let's get in there. We lose 1 life. No way out. You know what? That's fine. I think we can afford 2 cards. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Jadar. Jadar's cool. Makes a decayed zombie if you don't have one every turn. So, like, you can use those decayed zombies for things. The skeleton doesn't seem to do a lot for us, but, like, it's a free body. There's a lot of ways we can change up the deck to, like, make use of a free body at the start of the game. Even just attacking for 1 early... Another decay. This is a strong one. This one's not so strong. This one's really strong. Also has the bird head. Paragraph Horde makes 2 decayed zombies. Decayed can't block and they die if they, like, hit anything. Okay. Alright, let's go check out what else we have in this town, then. Like, yeah, if there's, like, a place we can, like, buy real goods. Oh! Command Piper's Charm. Command Sleep Wand. Command Hill Giant Club. +1 life. Command Farmer's Tools. Teleport you to the swamp. Okay. Skeletal snake on the body for the dark armor. Command death ring. Necropolis of Asar. Sure. Battlefield power struggle. No thanks. There's the clattering auger. There's a bit. I kind of like getting all the skeletons to start. Yeah, we've had, like, I remember a couple of the commands. Oh, right, and then the smith is like, I can, like, try to make a card. Okay, let's go to... the inn. I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna sell off some cards, we're gonna buy some stuff, then we'll play around a little more here. You looked up that Necropolis card. Astral cards. That's a Chandelar card. Right? Like, that's a... Yeah. Those are, like, so those cards are like Fairy Dragon, which is just do a random thing, or, like, just stuff like that, where it's like, oh, this is just, like, do something very random. I should be more active on, like, setting these cards to sell when I walk into a town, because, like, I know I'm not going to be playing, like, a huge chunk of them. I'll remember to do that more when I see cards as we go along. But right now, we just gotta, like, get a little bit of these out so that we can have some cash for... Okay, yeah, that's, monster manual, please. Yeah, I just don't remember to do this, and then it's like, oh wait, I really should have remembered to do this. Love you, burrowing. Okay. I want enough to have 4,000 bucks, I think. Maybe a little more. And yes, I'm being a little picky on, like, things. Okay. Draft available. I can do Outlaws of... Okay. I'm gonna go see if we can find other draft formats. We've done Outlaws is a little recent. We've done that on stream. You know, that's a recent set. Let's have some fun and see if we can find like Outlaws, like other draft sets around. Give me that, and then back here. Oh, this is gonna like demolish our starting health, huh? It's fine. Let's see how bad it is. I can just unequip it if it's a problem. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is check out other towns and see if we can find like other draft formats at the inn in them. Draft available. Magic 2010. Oh, we need $3,000. Okay, let's go find a dungeon. We'll do that, and then we'll find a set we want. All right, how low is our life total? 8 starting, I think. I think that's our starting life total now. 8. Yeah, but we start with Snake. So, like, you know... Like, that's pretty nice. Discard the Baron. Yes. Yes. Tap the Augur. Tap the Harvester. Tap 1. And then play... Oh, then draw my card. Oh, they got Death Baron over there. That's they're starting to try to get some real things going, but it's not quite enough. Getting to start with a Piker in play is pretty nice, though. Okay, we gotta find, like, the rest of the Sure. Bells and Lock. This card's fine. Hey, this card's real. Oh! Oh, I thought that... Well. Alright. Minor Vampire. Huh. That's fine. Okay. I have everything going? Yeah, I have everything good. So we just start with whatever. I need to find some more things to actually, like, start this deck off with. Okay. That trade's fine. Pawn of Ulamog. No, I don't want to... You know what? Oh, yes! Immediately payoff. Yeah, I'll sack a creature. No problem. Goodbye. No problem. Alright, put the blade on. Kalistra Highborn, it's too late, you're already dead. Let's get some more vampire... Gatekeeper? 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 Yeah, I don't need to sell these. This is... I still believe in Gatekeeper of Malakir. I think that it's likely a card that, like, has passed its prime, but that's okay. It's still really good. Oh, Gargoyle. I couldn't get past that tree. This hand is actually fine. Check this out. It's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Is this when we cast a creature spell? It becomes a 2. Well, I guess some news for you. I don't need to do that quite yet. I will now, but these are there's a whole bunch of these from Saga Block that are like enchantments that become creatures of varying niftiness. Our opponent is a pile of gargoyles. I like the theming on the deck builds in this game. I like them being like really direct to like hey, this is the gargoyle deck. It uses cards that have gargoyles in the name and art and anything, or like the bird deck, and I think they're really cool. This card, sweet. I love this card. So, original Ravnica is like an incredible boon for white removal. White removal before this in Standard was just really, really, really poor. Reciprocate or like almost non-existent. This is pre-O-Ring. O-Ring is a common in O-Ring is a common in Lorwyn, which is a couple of years later. But in this set, we've got Devouring Light here, which is Convoke. You can pay the white off tapping creatures to exile attacking your blockers. This can come out for free, like no mana up in some instances, post block. Very cool. Also in Ravnica Block Original, you have Condemn, which is a hit and attacker, bottom of deck, they gain life equal to its toughness. Toughness? Pretty sure it's toughness. And there's also Faith's Fetters, which was also like a really rad card for removal. A card that they took so long to reprint. I love Faith's Fetters. It's one of my favorite Magic cards. Here's another one of those gargoyles. This one's from Time Spiral as a throwback to the rest of them. But then O-Ring existed, and you know, problems stopped existing. I want to steal your stuff. No thanks. Oh, I should have done this on the other one. I didn't even think about it. Rodolph Duskbringer. Flying, lifelink, death touch, 6 mana, okay. When you gain life, indestructible, being your end step, pay 2. This is such an EDH card. Hybrid effect that changes color identity is one of the biggest, like, EDH call-out bits, because this gives it a 2-color identity. Turn target... Okay, so this cares about a bunch of life gain. And, like, wrathing post-combat. This is actually a pretty interesting setup. I don't mean that in a dismissive manner, just a like extant manner. Like, this is a Jumpstart card, but also very much is like a general. Alright, let's steal your shards. We gotta fight the vampire, because I want the vampire's goods. Oh! Okay, hold on. Well, we have a sub level. Interesting. If you just send in 1/1 counter and a million mana to make... Okay, I know that one. Gatekeeper as a body. Sure. Alright. Taking some damage for that. I'm just gonna put down Sanctum Seeker. On of Ulamog. Hey Soren, can you help me out here? I need to gain some life. Alright. I think you're dead. Yeah, okay. I think you're dead. I correctly thought. Lot of Ulamog. I'm gonna sell that because that's like 5th copy. All our I think that's also probably 5th copy of that. All right, let's see. Okay, so we want to go check out in the Kyrpt. Canonized in blood. All right, well, let's fight this vampire, the vampire feeder. So they can start with Canonized in blood. I'm gonna mulligan. That hand ain't capable. This hand is, we're gonna throw back Profane Command. Alright, trade off, they get Blade. We don't have that 3rd land, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and discard Captain. Okay. Well, time for scavenging. Come on, Skeleton! It is all thanks to Skeleton. It is all thanks to Skeleton! I'm gonna play another Nighthawk Scavenger and then attack in. Cool. Feeder Vampire gets us more Dismember, more Gatekeeper. Vampire Outcast. The card's fine, it's just, you know, the Bloodthirst is a little too expensive for mine. Anyway, let's fight the Ancient Vampire. Vampire Guardian. Me thinking Skeleton's the one tab. Fighting because today is also a Quarrier Day. I understand. It's not a Quen's Day, but it is close to a Quen's Day. You know what? Let's delete that. Ooh. It's Quen's Day somewhere. You know what they say. Oh God, all right. Soren, I require your assistance. Not you control. Okay, that's what I'm missing. Thank goodness. All right. Sitting here trying to, I'm like, where's this working? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Huh. The age of ever-flowing blood. Sure. I was certain I was missing something, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was, you know? Alright, they're gonna put one on top. I think we're fine. I think at this point, our opponent's on 5. They're not, like, making it out of this one. Yeah. Cool. Soren's just there to help. Ooh, Blood Artist. Alright. Well, let's fight another vampire. See if we can't. I'm looking for, like, Kalisher Highborn, and I would like to actually have a copy of, Malakir, Blood Witch. And, like, I wouldn't hate having some of the 1-drops, but the 1-drop I actually want for this deck would be, like, what, Knight of the Ebon Legion? Something like that. Here for Pawn of Ulamog, I think we can do a transformation of this deck, especially with these bodies, to be like Panvulmog, the 2-mana 1/1, and that sacks bodies, and like doing like kills like that. Like we've seen our opponents doing that sort of stuff. Dark Ritual's a card, certainly, and Dark Ritualing into a Nighthawk is funny, but I'm thinking more like actual, like, honest-to-God cards I want to be playing on curve. Yeah, turning this deck into Aristocrats, definitely, like, a doable thing. Especially, like, these free bodies to start the game change the, like, math on wanting to do aristocrat stuff if we just start with free bodies, you know? Because, like, having all the free bodies in the world means that we can... Boy, howdy. An evil is lurking in the crypts. Oh! I need to wake up the coffin. Well... Now we're opening the coffin. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. It was not by my hand that I am once again given flesh. Humans wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? I'm paying a quarter of my life. Okay. This is dangerous. Like... Oh, we don't have double black. That's very bad. Ditch Profane. Okay, that... You know what? That's a way to make up for this. Okay. Check this out. We're cleaning house. Candy Grapple. Cancel. Target you. Get you off the table, please. No. Reanimate. Targeting the Null Priest. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get in with our token. Then we're gonna discard Our mana base really needs to get the upgrade at some point. We gotta get that upgrade for it. This is 7 to activate. They don't yet have that. 1 card in hand. Probably a land. Duh, they're on Vampire Nighthawk! Hey, hold on. I can recruit. I'm gonna recruit some Nighthawk. Vampire becomes vampire. Shaman becomes vampire, probably better. Oh, yeah. This is a card I wouldn't hate adding to our deck. Okay. Okay. Trading Demon. It is all thanks to Vampire Nighthawk, one of the best cards in Magic. Love you, Vampire Nighthawk. You know, sometimes a card can just have keywords, and it's just the best card you can possibly have. Alright. Urge to Feed. Ooh. So this is a removal spell that's like our, you know, a lot of our -X spells, but this one we can use to, like, pump our team on top of being a removal spell. Which is a fun, like, advantage to have. You're giving up a little bit of efficiency on the -X. As I said, black can get you 4/4. But, like, we're on 8 life. Maybe swapping this out for Dismember, you know? I like this card a lot. This card's a really nice 2-drop, being Lifelink Menace, and its late game is incredible because it has a Zombify attached. One of my favorites. This card's way more dangerous than I thought when I first, like, it's been, like, I didn't read this as dies, I read this as you control dies, which is a very different text on it. Alright. It's quick. Yeah, let's steal. Ah, this is our most recent reprint that does an infinite combo with another friend in Foundations. Rodolph again. Acolyte, this is Drain 1 on sack? Yeah. I've ended games with this card. So, Black gets this every once in a great while, and it rules. These cards that are like your swamps tap for double. Your Covenant and Revenant and, like, you know, Crypt Gas. They're rad cards. Cutthroat Contender. This is not the 1-drop I want. -3 life, Barrier of Bones. Hold on. Uh-huh. We could have life, or we could have more skeletons. You're correct. This is a Punisher card. Have you ever seen Vexing Devil? Do we just die to Lava Axe now? We gain life with Vampire Nighthawk before that happens. I just can't go west into the red zone. If I go into the red zone, I have to unequip all this because I will die to lightning bolt. Opponent on turn 1 plays Goblin Guy, or I guess Goblin Guy won't do it, but like, you know, Lava Spike. This is a 3-mana 3/2. Oh my god. This one's cute. Anyone ever taken a 5 to counter this? I feel like there's a lot of times I would, if I'm at like 20, I'd be like, yeah, who cares? Just, I don't want you to have no blocker. Get the hell out of here. Why are you playing this garbage 3/2? You know? Again, Vexing Devil. Like, Punisher cards, like, are like, there's some very fun ones. Browbeat is, you know, the classics of examples, but like, 3/2 for 3 is like great. Deserts. We can't play this. I don't think we can put this in here. Now, we don't die to fast, because we have skeletons. We aren't going to die to Monastery Swiftspear. We can block them with a skeleton. Damn. You know? What was that other Browbeat that was in Ravnica? That was the Jumpstart one that was like, they took 4. Like, it was like because it had flashback, which made the card a lot more appealing. Huh. This is a Wrath we can play. This is a Wrath we can play really effectively. We can be at -7 life and kill all our skeletons, yeah. Hey, another Blood Artist. Yo, hold on. There's Blood Artist and then there's Alchemy Blood Artist. Are those 2 different cards? And then Zulaport Cutthroat. Can I play 12 Blood Artist? How many Blood Artists is too many Blood Artists? Paul Blart, Paul Blood Blardist. Goldraw's Overseer. This thing's like, whatever. I'm not really sentimental on. Oh! Wait, we get to start with a blood? Risk Factor, thank you. I didn't remember the name, I just remember the effect. Huh. Oh, that's the same. Okay, so if I don't want Barrier of Bones, I can take a free blood. That's actually, I mean, this is free. Let's see what Barrier, like let me think on this. Barrier of Bones, we get like... Alright, give me the Actually, the gargoyles probably kill my ass. That's fine. Because the Barrier of Bones, we don't get... Yeah, oh, damn it. I was thinking this would be nice because of the effect, but we don't get it. Because this is already starts the game in play. It's fine. I think I'm probably fine switching out that for a blood token. We already have enough bodies. Thank goodness. Soren, save me. Maybe I want to get more copies of this. Because Markov Baron I can play for free when I have 3 bodies on turn 1, you know? I want more of this. More Convoke Vampire, you know? Who needs to activate Soren? I don't. Anyway. Okay, I do think... It's one of those, yeah, defenders can attack. Haunt! Ah, Haunt. This is not one of the... So, we were talking about this, I think, literally yesterday, and one of the things about Haunt as a mechanic is that, like, Haunt, like, had its run and, like, is, like, very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very complex for what it, like, how it should play out. But, like, there's also a lot of playable Haunt cards. Like there are more than enough Haunt cards that you would play and be like, ah, dang, that's actually good. And then there's, like, the worst cards you've ever seen in Magic. But, like, Blind Hunter, I don't know, I like that card. Ah, the Mimic Room, yes! Yes, I love the Mimic Room. Pile of mimics. Alright, let's go touch the inn. That should, like, auto-sell a bunch of cards? Yeah. Cool, the auto-sell seems really nice. Alright, let's go find another town. We did our best. Oh my God. I'm also going to, like I said, I think I'm going to equip the blood because I like the blood as a... That's sort of fixing, and we have things that like the blood. So, get some metal to start. I don't know that we care about the metal piece, but I like having the blood. Hello? Who are you? I can't wait to find the Mimic Room when I'm playing through HD2D. What is this? Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Alright. $30 life. Goodness. Alright. Do you like... Are you like horrors, or do you actually have the card named Nightmare in the deck? Like, what should I be expecting is, I guess, gonna be the question. Okay. That's fine. I don't mind that. A little vampire socialite. Oh boy! Oh! Yeah, okay. Well. Yeah, feel that one. Florian, you're up. Reanimate targeting my Vampire Night. My Vampire Nighthawk. Uh-oh. Stop it. Reanimate targeting my Vampire Socialite. Uh-oh. Okay. That's pretty strong. Profane command for 4. No. Okay, that actually is what I want. Blood. Target you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap you. Rogue. So it's a vampire. And then we have our Nighthawk back. And if it dies, I can profane commit it back. Okay. We're safe. We're good. Oh my god. Okay. This is the nightmare. Chainer's cool. Oh no, I'm thinking about Master Skellum again. So Chainer can take a creature from a graveyard and he'll have +1/+1. Okay, so we want to go... Honestly, just kill, right? No, we're not at enough. Let's do this. Chainer. Oh, that was enough because there wasn't a creature down there. I didn't check. That's fine. It's enough in every following turn as well, so... The Doom Whisperer. Pay 2 life, surveil 2, flying trample, 6/6. Huge, wasn't huge enough. X equals 5. Target player loses X life. Target creature is -X. You lose the life. You get knocked out. Tap everything. Auto tapper. Alright. Damn. I don't know exactly how they build. That's like a lot more of the behind the scenes on Forge that I'm not super familiar with. I like the decks feel like they have like a random pool that they pull from on like different ideas of like here's bird cards and then it builds the deck out of bird cards. Yo! One of the best nightmare horrors in the game. This is a classic of card. You think of O-Ring, you think of Fiend Hunter, you think of all those friends. Oubliette and Faceless Butcher are the predecessor to that. Faceless Butcher is a really cool card. This is kind of a nightmare. I mean, if you look hard enough. I don't know. I mean, that says it's a nightmare, but I don't buy it as much as this one. God. Time Spiral cards are like... Every Time Spiral card is like a reference within a reference. And here we see one next to the other. But like, this one is the most niche card in the world because it's a Faceless Butcher for Shadow. Oh, wow. I believe that Cavern Whisperer is an alt art from the set. Like, I think all the Mutate cards had alt arts in that set. Jumpstart available? The lady's art looks like it came off a GPU card in box in 2005. That came from 99? I think starter 99? You know what? Let's play some Jumpstart. Join event. Oh! These are the... Oh! It's not all three. I thought you had to use all three for the cost. That's why I was getting 3,000 bucks. Never mind. Pay... Okay. Well, let's do it. Okay. Buff 1, Buff 2, Expendable 1, Expendable 2, Overachiever 1, Reinforcement 2. Preview? Nah, we're not here for previewing. What are you thinking? What of these sounds best? I'm thinking between Buff 1 and Buff 2. I don't know what would be the stronger of the buffs. Let's go Buff 2. Oh, do we select 2? Yeah, let's go Buff 1 and Buff 2 combined. Or do I need 3? I thought it was just 2. That's how you would build the deck in Jumpstart, right? Do I need a third? We'll add reinforcements to the mix. We need a third. Okay. I thought it was a 40-card deck. Wait, no! Please, anybody told me about it. Okay, we get to do a funny thing. I remember this. Alright, what's our deck look like? Play. Sure. Forest. Go. Serac. Forest. We got another 6-drop. It's fine. We'll get there. Forest. Let's go. All right. Forest. All right. Ooh, God. Oh, questing beast. All right. Invasion of Ravnica. Okay. Serac and Gorkla, I didn't... I guess, yes, this is March of the Machine singular. And this is the, this is where we have the dual legends, and this is one of them that was out in, because this is the era where we had, like, the weird Jumpstart products. Oh, I don't like that cost. Anyway. Paste. Anyway. Whenever you cast a 2-color spell, top 6, grab a 2-color spell and put it in your hand. Battles are like planeswalkers, you attack, but you play them. Alright. So this is best of 3. But we get to sideboard. Now, does the thing work? Can I just sideboard out every red card? Can the wooden offense take the field? It's time for the wooden offense. 40 card minimum. Let's go. Is our opponent playing 59? They boarded out 1 card? Ooh, Fertilid. I love Fertilid. Fertilid is a really fun, a cute elemental that searched land out of Lorwyn. Alright, wary Thespian. Oh, that's O-ring. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Fertilid. Let's go. Am I supposed to target? Oh, I'm targeting a player first. Okay. So, you might wonder. I'm just gonna... Okay, so this card is funky. It targets a player and then targets up to one creature and gives it 2 1/1 counters. You might wonder why the heck this targets a player. No other ramp spell like this targets a player. The reason this targets a player is so that our opponent can't counterspell my rampant growth by killing Wary Thespian. Because if this didn't target me, they could remove the one existing target, and the spell would be countered for lack of targets. But because it targets me, that doesn't get countered. If that were to have been like lightning bolted or whatever, you know? Oh wow, our opponent is just going to town here, okay. We have 6 land. Let's go... Yeah, because it'll still have a valid target. As the, like, make 1 copy, eating 1 dragon, eating 5 dragons. Oh, hold on. That says other creatures you control have trample, huh? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, alright, alright. That's fair. Alright, let's, Alright. So that's round 1. Let's go to round 2. We have to deactivate the wooden offense for this. We have to add the red cards to our deck, which maybe that makes it better, who can say. Our opponent has picked 4 Jumpstart decks. Okay, alright. Consistency? Never heard of it. Target me, target the red cap. Go grab mountain. Shatter the source. Alright. Let's play Surak. Thunderhead Squadron, Convoke flying. Right, Convoke was like a thing in that set. Excuse me. Target yourself, please, and then get the haste, and then... That's the ramp that makes it incubate. The ramp is how we get up to these big things and try not to die. Oh, God! Oh, God. That might be enough. Oh, God. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry? Oh. Thank goodness. Synergy? Never heard of her. Alright. Get him out of here. Back to the wooden offense. Is this better? Dunno. Is it more consistent? Absolutely. Does it give me 1,000,000 copies of Serac and, like, all these top-end pieces? Yeah. Is that fine? Yeah, it's fine. Keep. Sure. Alright. This deck sure doesn't do anything. Thank goodness nobody else's does. Like, imagine if other people's decks did anything. Oh, I love Preening Champion. This is one of my favorite cards in this limited format. Oh my god. It was so good. Because this made all the Convoke stuff work, and it was also a 2/2 flyer that came with a body. Normal things. Shrug. Alright, on to the finals. Against Symbiote. Big eyeball. Okay, 52, okay. Uh-oh. Well. Oh no, one drop, uh-oh. I don't know how to deal with that. Oh no, our opponent's aggro? It's fine. Alright. Well. That looks like the mirror. Let's make it no longer the mirror. 15 minutes, no rush. Like, come on. What are you doing? Playing spells before turn 4? I don't know. Alright. I'd like to play. We're gonna keep. Wary Thespian, you're the entirety of the game. I will keep that in the library. No, no, you don't. No, no. Hmm? The sword of once and future. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and forest cycle. Forest. Cosmic Hunter, or Hunger. You get your Surveil, I get my 5 damage on you. I think I'm gonna tandem takedown when they go to equip or move activate that beast. Tandem takedown, 1, 2, target you. 1, 2, 3. Got a block, and then we get to play another Wary Thespian. I can go to the graveyard. We don't need more Surak. We have so many copies of Surak in this deck. Set Jumpstart packs had a random rare and weird. Again, like, set Jumpstart packs are just, I don't. Alright. It's fine. We're post sideboard. So we've initiated the wooden offense by removing the 3rd Jumpstart pack. Let's see if this can get there. I see. This should be fine. Because this has Rotten Tail as a blocker, and then Timberland Agent for land 3, Kami to get to 4, and then like we're good. Oh god, Rouse Reinforcements to just make 2 1/1s. Yeah, that one's like fine. Okay. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay. Alright, check this out. We're gonna go Fertilid's Favor. Target me, target Rotten Tail. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a forest. And this gets 3 counters because of Kami. And then we have access to Arcane Adaptation, Arcanoid Adaptation. Arcanoid. I could have put the counters on this to make it tap for more mana, but we just don't need more mana. We need, like, the Vigilance Body is more relevant. Oh. Yeah, okay. Alright, Surak. Get out there. Oh, they had that coming in hot to make that. Okay. Well. Okay. So this is a 6/6. Wary Thespian. So now we're in like we've stabilized. We just need to draw one of our big friends. That's a good draw. I like that. Makes us more incubator tokens. I think I just want that dead. I know, as I've said, that doesn't, like, stop the land search, but it gets the body off the table. God, okay. Surak. Yeah? You... Yeah? I'm good. Ah. All right, we got there. The wooden offense gets there. Who needs to play cards early? 3-0. All right, what's our reward? 500 bucks. Event reward pack. Okay, is that like a let me quick like jump out of town, save. Is that like... No, those are from here, perhaps? Oh my god, alright. Oh, these are our cards. Right. I got a bunch of packs. We get to put the wooden offense to work. Okay. I think that's probably a good place to call it for now. I'm glad that we have like these jump starts or there's draft. There's all sorts of things to do in Forge. I could do this endlessly. Like, I could talk about old cards for eternity if we wanted to. Like, every single card we show here has a whole story behind it. You know, the hunted cards, the cycle in Ravnica that was designed by Richard Garfield that have an incredible, like, flavor to them. They're not the most powerful of cards, but they're such, like, cool cards. You know, all sorts of things like that. So, just all, like, I could do so much with this, and I, you know, love to look at cards, build decks, have a fun time playing vampires. Also, as I mentioned, we could be surviving some vampires here. I could be firing whip, you know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow us. You want to go live, you can subscribe. Thank you for all being. But if you're just being here in chat, that's great. A+. Love you being here, just watching. Tomorrow over on V-Prizzes, we should be finishing up 9 Souls. And then there's the upcoming normal stuff. Trails in the Sky should be back on Monday. Oh god, Pioneer Masters. We'll probably check that out on Tuesday. Dragon Warrior Wednesday, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.